This is EC3D Biz, and coming to you with a quick update right here on these small little copper batteries. This hollow piece of copper pipe, and I basically put a hole in the end of the copper pipe, and then through that is I insert a small piece of copper wire, and then I tie the ends up like this, and it becomes a lead. I don't need to do any soldering. And what I do is I oxidize the copper pipe, so we create a very simple diode. And diode takes energy from the zero-point vacuum. You can also heat up the copper pipe and soak it in borax and let it cool down. That will also create energy from the vacuum, or a simple diode. But I choose to use a simple solution of calcium chloride. And then I also use a very small amount of calcium gypsum sulfate, and then I mix that in distilled water. Now this is already green because I've just soaked the whole batch, and I'm putting them out there to dry. And those guys will be dry in about another 25-30 minutes. But when they're dry, they end up looking like this oxidized layer right here, and that's what creates the energy from the vacuum. Now you get a very small amount of energy. You don't get a lot, but it does help boost the power when you're creating these little batteries. So what I'm going to do is show you the voltage right here. And now we're at 0 volts, and I've hooked the leads up right here. Put this one on the oxidized layer of the copper pipe. You got a strip of magnesium at this end, and just press it together. And I'll go ahead and move this closer so you guys can see the voltage right here. It's not a lot of voltage, but it's a bit of a boost. Remember, this is energy from basically nothing. So I'll hold it here. I don't know if you guys can see the voltage coming out of that, but it's about 0.16, 0.105. Sometimes I have to move it around the pipe to find a good spot, but it averages about 0.1, 0.12. See, I'm getting about 0.3, getting about move it towards here. It averages about 0.140, 0.3, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5. It fluctuates, which is normal, but its voltage is coming out of nowhere. It's coming from the vacuum. You see right now we're at about 0.6, 0.7. I'll go ahead and light that up so you guys can see it. It's a very, very interesting effect. It's basically a very, very simple diode. And all I did was I oxidized the copper right here, and you can also do it by heating up this copper pipe and soaking it in borax and cooling it down really quickly. It creates the same effect. But it's a very great way to draw energy from the vacuum. It's creating energy, DC voltage, and it's very simple and very easy to do. But it doesn't provide a lot of steady voltage, a lot of constant voltage, but it's a good way to provide a boost to the batteries. Anyway, after these little fellows all dry out, I'm going to go ahead and show you the new mix that I'm using. It gets me about 1.6 volts. So that'll be up in my next video. Thanks for watching.